screenshot. Sorry, I'm just pulling my chair. Please enjoy this video. I apologise for any background noise. It's a bit of a day. I'm filming afternoon, Thursday, September 24th, and I'm just getting back into the swing of things. This is the first video I've made since the end of July because of the school holidays, so I really apologise if it's a little rough around the edges. I get back into the swing of things. I was contemplating actually not filming today because I don't feel very well. But yeah, I kind of have to because I have no more videos left. I've run out. I did intend filming. My kids actually went out to school last Wednesday. I did intend filming last week, but my partner was off work and I was spending some time with a friend doing online gaming, and excuse me, needless to say, I need peace and quiet to film, no noises and apps if possible, but also at the same time he doesn't get to spend much time doing this kind of thing, so I wanted to give him an opportunity. So I was like, oh yeah, it'll be fine, I'll just film next week while you're in the office, and then next week comes around and I'm just not feeling so great. For various reasons I've been a bit pushed for time. I was spent the morning visiting my mum, which I do pretty much every day after the kids go to school, but ideally I wouldn't have done because I actually have a lot to catch up on, in fact, and I could have done with me doing it, but Monday I didn't go to see her because I had to go and pick up a prescription that was again on its last legs because I'm just my vibe at the moment seems to be to just leave everything to the last minute and hope for the best. So I couldn't go around then. Tuesday morning there was a horrific rainstorm as we were taking the kids to school, and I was pretty soggy before we even got out the school gates. And as it happened, had I gone to my mum's, I would have been dripping wet and needed a complete change, so I ended up coming home. I didn't see her then. And then yesterday I had to go grocery shopping, so I didn't see her then. So one day I could have really used the time, not just to film, but to do jobs that I can't do, like hoovering, because my partner works from home 4 days a week, as you may know if you're a regular viewer. That's really not the kind of housework I can do, especially when it comes to noisy jobs, so I have to squeeze that in today. I have to do laundry today when I do that because of reasons. I have an emergency laundry situation. So things have kind of colluded. There's been a confluence. Sorry, that's a microphone. A confluence of events, health and health events that I know how to circumnavigate. So before I have to go pick my kids up, I have to for the bedroom. I was going to give it time for a nap time because I also make time to relax, which is super important, and that's sacrosanct. No, I'm not ever going to give that up. Rubbish though. But it's just been a week. Yesterday on the way back from school we had some very unseasonable weather. Early September, mid-September, depending friend should I have to do this? They have like a tough history with that because often when I ask her, heaven forbid she offers to take me to pick the kids up, the rain very rarely arrives and we sat there and I kind of listened to her say, now it's not even raining. But it could have done. So anyway, there was this terrible rainstorm and it was sunny skies and the weather said it's only like 38% chance of rain and I'm thinking, okay, this is probably fine and I should be able to do this. And as I was waiting, the big one came up, it started to rain and I'm saying, and after I did the second one, okay, we should go shelter somewhere, just waiting out. And then it stopped a few, like literally a minute later, and I'm thinking, okay, we should go home. And you're looking, and there's this horrific dark cloud in the sky moving closer and closer. I'm not gonna make it home. And sure enough, we did not. The hail started coming down again. Fortunately, we were near some trees, so I had the kids with me. We took shelter under the tree, and we stood there with our backs to the storm, and I could feel the hail bouncing on me. And one of my kids is pretty upset. They want to go home. They're getting distressed, and I'm saying, no, when we do that, we're gonna get soaked. We have to stay here till it's finished. And I don't know how long it lasted, but I was so glad that we stopped to read it because we're seeing people come from the local secondary school and they are really wet. Absolutely like soaked to the skin. By contrast, because we'd been fortunate enough to take shelter, the backs of our coats were wet and our backpacks, but the rest of us was fine and we walked home. Okay. The Tuesday when I got absolutely wailed on, it took a better part of the day to dry out the coat I was wearing and my shoes. My shoes were soaked as well. So I feel like the weather is getting worse faster. This morning I woke up and it was only 3 degrees and I was cold. I was quite cold. I was the same last night. For the first time I was sat with a blanket on. Because here in England with the cost of living crisis, I don't know if you in your country, every year we now engage in a thrilling game of how long can I keep putting the heating on. The answer for my mum was this morning because I came round, she had the heating on. I'm like, oh, jolly good. I'll just camp myself here then for a few hours. But my mum never has it on very high, so it switches itself on within an hour or two. And where she lives, because she doesn't have carpets, wood flooring is, I think, still pretty fashionable in England as a stylistic choice. It's cold, and it's a detached house as well, which doesn't help either, so there's less insulation. And I grew up there, and I don't remember it being very cold, but maybe back in the 80s we could just afford to have heating on all the time. I don't ever remember being cold. It went off after that, so I was starting to feel a little bit shivery. Bear in mind that I'm wearing a jumper. At this point I'm wearing like a warm jumper, which I'm still wearing now. So yeah, that's it. The government has just allowed the energy companies to put the price up by 10% while removing the winter fuel allowance from a tiny minority of pensioners. So I think it said the average household bill is going to go up at least £140 a while. We can probably absorb that loss. Many people cannot, and that's unfair. And even so, just because you can does it mean you should. We are not rich by any means. We are a single income family. We gain credit on our heating throughout the summer and the warmer months of spring and autumn that we bank to use in the winter. But it is, the price rises mean that you burn through that credit faster every year. And there's no more cost of living payments. is the downstairs library. I couldn't swear to the computer library. Obviously, that's a lot more seats, but that's tends to be if you want to use the computer. Obviously. So yeah, downstairs. I'm not sure if I'm using the chairs. Maybe everybody's sort of stood around. People were sitting on the floor, waiting for a seat to come. But that's not a new thing. I worked in libraries of 16 to 8 years ago, and there were plenty of older people even there coming to keep the window because it was preferable to be in the heating room. There's cases where people were crying because you get a free bus pass for now anyway, apparently, depending on where you leave. People would often, elderly people would often see the news when they sit on the bus all day because the bus was heated. Much of an experience that would be, I do know that was the popular route that people would do things like that. And as I said, from first-hand experience, I know people sitting in the library reading the newspaper was true. People tend to eat lunch as well. Just at the end of the day, we had a lady who comes and do a meeting. And it's nice to have that community, it's nice to have someone to know. But it's no substitute for sitting in the library with the ability to keep it warm. I try and keep the heating on as long as possible every year, but there's only so many hot water bottles and dressing gowns and blankets and all that before the house is just cold and there's no getting away from it. As I say, you can boil a hot water bottle, stuff it down your dressing gown, and you might personally be warmed if the entire rest of the house is cold. It's not nice. You get condensation forming on the inside of the window, so you have to open those to air it off, which makes it even colder. It is just not nice. You don't ever feel like you can get warm. And every year I set myself this lofty target of getting up to about, gosh, I think I said the 1st of November last year, and I think it was on before September, and it wasn't even a particularly harsh winter. And I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I really get the vibe that it's going to be a hard winter this year. That's just the feeling that I'm getting, that it's going to be hard, it's going to be cold. As I say, it's 3 degrees now in September, first thing this morning. Perhaps that's not atypical.